we're going to comb this towards you, and this is going to be 70 degrees. Or 45 degrees towards you, you'll hear that, but you want 70 degrees. And a little bit more. There we go. That's 70 degrees. Just like that. Loose the roller. To the end. And start rolling. Nice even tension. And we're going to have to clip it like this, because it's off base. As you can see that right there. Here's our part. And it's completely off the base that we made. Off base, half on base, half off base. See, here's our part. And it goes beyond that on both sides. So it's half on it, half off of it. And then this one, here's our part, and it's completely on base. 135 degrees, 90 degrees straight up in the air, and then 70 degrees. Most amount of height, least amount of movement. Mid-tone height, mid-tone movement. Least amount of height, most amount of movement. Okay? And then from there, I mean, personally, I would do 90 degrees and just do it right, that whole mohawk right there. Okay? And, like, now you're probably wondering, you know, how am I going to do the rest of it? And again, when you get to the sides, I have to grab a roller, hold on. You don't have to stick with, you know, the same roller that you used on top. You know, maybe you want not a lot of movement on top, but, you know, want it to be a little bit more curlier towards the bottom. So maybe, you know, for that, I could use some of these towards the top and then use some of these smaller ones more towards the bottom. Put a couple of these in the top and these in the bottom, maybe if I wanted more curl underneath. But it's all up to you and the style that you want. But if I was to go to the side, again, lengthen my roller, and this is really hard to do at this angle. And I just section that right off. And then put my rollers in, all on here, whatever rollers that you want. And then here, behind that, and I mixed in the other stuff. Right here you would do your regular rollers, but you're going to have this little triangular section. And for that, you're just going to want a filler roller, which is like a smaller version, like a half version. See, this is half of that. And that's called a filler roller. And you just want to do that in any spots that are smaller. See, when I section this off, it's just like a little triangle. I don't know if you can see that. Just a little triangle. And that's where you'd use this filler roller. And the rest of it should be regular rollers. Just go with, you know, and you know, it's just common sense. Use smaller roller for a smaller section of hair. So that's the only time you'll need a filler roller is right there. I can guarantee it. Unless you're doing like a hairstyle I haven't done yet, which you know is a big possibility. Okay? Just like that. Now, what if you want a style that has a part in it, but you want to roll it? Okay. Do it. Oh God, it sounds like my teacher. Seriously, if you are thinking about going to cosmetology school and you've loved it your whole life, just go. Seriously, it is the most amazing experience, and you can make a lot of money from it, from what I've heard. I don't know. I've yet to discover that, but I've already had job opportunities, you know, being in school, and you have clientele come in on clinic day, you know, and you can build them right out of school. People are getting hired right out of school. So, you know, if you've always thought about cosmetology and find yourself doing hair and liking hair, just go and try it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so what if you want a style that has a part in it? Okay. Yeah, torturing my doll. Okay. Well, you would just put your part where you normally have it. So, mine is on this side. So, right up from that eye, or wherever your part is, part your hair. Mine's on this side, so I'm going to do it on this side. I'm a little rough with Dolly. I'm not like this with real people. I'm actually much more gentler with it. But because I know she's a doll, I beat the crap out of her. It's great for taking your frustration out. Let me just comb this doll's hair. Ah! Okay. So, say you want to part there. Just do your rollers right, in the movement. Just right in the direction of that part. Just like that. Just like if somebody didn't have any part at all, just universal hair. Go like that. Now, if you part your hair in the middle, I don't know if you'd want to do that on both sides. I think if you part your hair in the middle, that's where you'd want to go back like this. Part your hair in the middle, just do the same thing. And practice with it, because I had no idea like where to place rollers, because like what if I get at the end and nothing fits? Sectioning, it really does help. And like I said, use the length and the width of your rollers. Don't, because that's going to give you the exact amount of hair that should be on this, and you'll be surprised. It'll turn out real well. So I hope that helped you guys, and thanks for watching.